Hey good people, welcome back to Frizz and Fragrance. My name is Cara, and whether you're new or returning, thank you so much for stopping by and hanging out with me for another one. We are in the middle of the Sephora Spring Savings event, and I thought I'd come on here and just share 11 of my favorite fragrances from Sephora. And this is just in case you are looking to shop the sale. This is not in any way trying to push anybody to buy any fragrances. I am new to this whole fragrance world, but I just thought I'd come on here and just share some fragrances that I have really loved from Sephora. A lot of them I've had for a while. There's one that is a little bit newer, but I think it's going to be a love. And if you are getting into fragrances the way that I am, definitely consider joining this community because we smell good over here. So let's go ahead and dive in. So how are you? I'm doing well. I had karate, took the boys, and now I'm back, and I just wanted to come on here. It's not going to be, you know, I'm not going to say it's not going to be a long video because I can definitely talk about fragrances, which was the whole reason why I had to start a separate channel because I'm into it. But the Spring Sephora Savings event is underway, and the thing about fragrance is you just cannot get many fragrances on sale, especially from certain houses, and that's what I'm learning in my fragrance journey. I know that over at Ulta, sometimes they have 20% off on fragrance as well as prestige brands or houses, but then at Sephora, you know, they have some houses that Ulta doesn't have. So I don't have like this extensive list, but I just want to tell you about some fragrances that I've been enjoying, and maybe if you're looking for something, this will help you pick out something great. So let's go ahead and get started, and I probably will pop up some pictures from the Sephora website, just and I have the bottles here as well, but that way you can see prices and all of that good stuff. And then all of the fragrances are going to be linked in the description box for once. The links in the description box are affiliated, so if you do happen to shop any of those links, it will help to support my new channel, but it's no pressure, really. It really isn't. And again, this isn't to like influence anybody to buy anything, but if you were looking to shop the sale, if you're looking for a new fragrance, I hope that I can help you make that decision. So, and plus I get to talk. Let me know how you're doing in the comment section or the chat. I'm not sure if this is going to be a premiere or not, but yeah, let me know how you're doing. I love to know. And if you're here from Beauty in the Fridge, you know I love to know. So let's do it. All right, so first I want to just talk about Kilian a little bit. And Kilian is a expensive fragrance house. I have only been into fragrance for maybe a year or so. I know that's a house where you're not going to have sales. You're not going to see any sales. Ulta does not carry Kilian. So when Sephora has this 20% off, this is the time. If you want to do a travel size, they're more expensive line. Those travel sizes are like 50 bucks. And for the less expensive line, they're about 35. And then they do have some discovery sets. As I said, I'm not getting into all of that, but I just want to talk about two fragrances. And I want to talk about Princess first because I just bought the Princess Eau Fresh version from Macari because it was going to be cheaper than what I could get on Sephora. And I already don't like it. I've made the decision. I'm not going to be letting it sit and do all that stuff. I'm just going to probably resell it because I sprayed it twice. And Princess is such a classic fragrance. The full name is I Don't Need a Prince by My Side to Be a Princess. And I love this one. This one, the notes I believe are like green tea, marshmallow. It's this creamy whipped fragrance. And I just think it's beautiful. It's not really strong. It's very calm. I think this is a fragrance that you can wear all year long. It's very light. And so when they came out with the Eau Fresh version, that was even lighter, but what's missing is that whipped sweet marshmallow. This one to me leans really feminine, and the Eau Fresh version is more of a unisex princess. Yeah, it's like a princess. And it's not bad, but it's not my fragrance. It's ginger, green tea, and marshmallow. I love this. I'm not saying this in a bad way. It reminds me just a little bit of like Play-Doh, but in the best way possible. this is something I think that you could wear anywhere. And some people may feel like it's too light for nighttime, but I really don't. I think this is like an all occasion fragrance, and it's very, very rare that I find a fragrance in my fragrance life that I would want to wear all year around. But I think this is one, and I'm saying that because I don't know if I've had this for a year and it's almost gone. I need to open it up because you really can't see how much you've used, but I'm spraying it, and it's struggle bus sprays. And so these are refillable, which is great. And I'm thinking that I might just purchase a refill from Kilian. I even saw some on Macari, because it's going to be around the same price that I would pay for a new bottle of this, and I think I can get 100 mLs. So that's what I'm thinking about doing. I wouldn't even bother with the Eau Fresh version unless you don't like sweets. The Eau Fresh has like some bergamot. It just doesn't smell super citrusy though. I don't know. I really struggled with it today because I wore it today and I was like, nope, this is not for me. I'm not going to keep spraying it. I'm not going to try to figure it out because it's pretty much a full bottle. But Princess is a classic. I think it could be one's signature scent. I just think it's awesome. I think it would be an awesome fragrance to purchase. It's $150. So, I mean, it's not the most expensive, but it's also not the cheapest. So that's Princess. The next one that, you know, people talk about a lot is Angel Share. Now, Angel Share is $255 for this size, and you see I'm less than halfway through it. So this is another one that I've used a lot. This one to me is more cold weather. It just reminds me of, I want to say, it's not like an apple pie because there's no apple. It's like cognac. It's cognac, tonka bean, and oak wood. And just so you know, because I'm new here and I'm new to this community, I really like gourmands, but I'm also really enjoying fruity florals as well. But I always say this is like cinnamon. It's not apple pie, but I always say cinnamon apple pie. It's like Christmas in my Michael Jackson voice. I love this one, fall and winter. This is the one for me. So if you're someone that wears fragrances by the season, you could wait on this. You could wait until the next sale. But I just wanted to mention it because this one is so pricey, but it is lasting a long time. Now, I think that Angel Share is a lot stronger than the Princess, and that's probably why I've gone through this so much. Also, because I wear Princess a lot, this one goes fast. Yeah, I'm really gonna need a refill because I mean there's like a corner left in here. I know a lot of people love the Love Don't Be Shy from Kilian. That's another one. People really love that. I do have a dupe for that from Dossier. It's called, and Dossier does inspired fragrances, and this is called Floral Marshmallow. This smells exactly like Love Don't Be Shy because I've smelled the real one. I've had a sample of it, and to me this one is just as good. So I will not be purchasing Love Don't Be Shy. And Kilian has a lot of other good ones, but those are the two that I wanted to mention. Next, let's talk about Seven Virtues. Now, Seven Virtues, the Seven Virtues, is a clean fragrance house at Sephora. And the two I wanted to mention are Vanilla Woods and Cherry Ambition. Now, Vanilla Woods is the first one I tried, and I love it. In a way, it reminds me of Tobacco Vanille by Tom Ford. And I love Tobacco Vanille by Tom Ford. I love Bitter Peach. I'm not really going to be talking about any Tom Ford fragrances at this time. I have pretty much found some dupes for them. Dossier has one called Ambery Vanilla, I think. And that one to me smells really close. You know what? Let me take that back. I haven't found a dupe for Bitter Peach. So if you like Bitter Peach or think you're gonna like that one, I haven't found the dupe for that one just yet. There's probably one out there, but that one's like, I love that one. I've tried some dupes, but they weren't the same. Vanilla Woods, I love it. It says pear, rose, and vanilla. Is that? I can't believe it says that. I've never looked at the notes for this. Pear, rose, and vanilla. Okay, I'm not a rose fan. So let's just start there. I am a vanilla fan. I don't get any pear from this at all. To me, this reminds me of tobacco vanille, but more vanille, you know, more vanilla. It is so good. It is so unique. I just would have never thought of fresh pear in here. Huh. But if you're looking for a fragrance house that's cruelty-free, that donates, that gives back, the Seven Virtues is going to be that house. I'm really shocked right now about the notes because I'm trying to figure out how I even got turned on to this fragrance. I must have had a sample. I had to have had a sample. But it says it has a big rose heart note, and I just don't get that. I get more of a vanilla tobacco type smell. You know what it reminds me of just a little bit, and I can't say this for certain. I think this would layer well with the new NDA fragrance from Jackie Aina. I don't have it. It's not on the way yet. It's out of stock, but I did smell it in store. I would put Vanilla Woods in that category. Now, these are $90 for the full-size bottle, and then they do have the $88, and then the travels are $32. The other one that I really enjoy is the Cherry Ambition. Now, Cherry Ambition, cherry, I've decided is my favorite note. Cherry and then vanilla. And this one has notes of cherry, saffron, and vanilla. And I think it would compare to the Kayali Burning, Love Fest Burning Cherry. Not exactly when it comes to comparing fragrances with very similar notes. I am not like 100% on those comparisons, but if you like a cherry note that's got a little spice, like that saffron, a little vanilla, I think you would really like this one. I love this one. I'm gonna wear cherry all year long. I think some people may say this is not really a summery scent, but those two. Seven Virtues does have some other ones that are really great. They have Santal Vanille, which I really love. I want to try to keep it to 10, but Santal Vanille is another really, really good one. I have a travel of Amber Vanilla, which is nice. I have tried the sample set. You can always get a sample set. All the brands pretty much have a sample set. This is a really, really good one. So that is perfume number 4. All right, y'all, I had to take a break, but I'm back. Not that you noticed. Number 5, we have Kayali Young Pistachio Gelato 33 Intense, EDP Intense. And I had to get the big one. I didn't know what to expect from this one. I want to say this is the very first pistachio fragrance I ever smelled. But now that I've smelled more pistachio fragrances, I realize how unique this one is, because this one is not a nutty pistachio. So this is a gourmand. It's got notes of pistachio gelato. It's got whipped cream, cotton candy. It is very sweet, very gourmand, very edible. I know some reviews says soapy. It does smell clean and fresh in a way. So that may be the soapiness that you get from it. I love this, and I really love to layer this with Princess. I had a travel size and I ran through it. This one does last and it's strong. I just spray it because I like how it smells. I think this one is great for spring and summer, but I can't remember when I bought this, but I've worn it all year round, but I'm really wanting to wear this now. I think this is even a great bedtime scent because of the freshness. Yeah, it's so sweet. It's like a dessert. It definitely is yum. She also has the Love Fest Burning Cherry. That's another favorite of mine. I didn't really include that in my top 10 because I would say this is my favorite of all the Kayalis, although I love cherry. This one's just so unique to the fragrances that I've tried. I do have the Eden Sparkling Lychee. I don't think this is really unique. This is a fruity floral. And if you like any of the Carolina Herrera Good Girl fragrances, I would put that in with that family. But yeah, this one, pistachio, hazelnut, sweet rum, whipped cream, marshmallow, and cotton candy. This is the one. It is super feminine. It's just lovely. For those who don't like the edible smells, the vanilla smells, the whipped, the creamy, all of that good stuff. I don't know if you'll like this, but I just will say that this is a fresh one. It's not like a winter scent at all, like a winter hazelnut rum, boozy. It's none of that. It's not like an angel share. It's not nutty at all. All the other pistachio fragrances I've ever tried are nutty. So This is the one, y'all. If I had to pick, yes, this is the one. They have the travel sizes, and this comes in several different sizes. So you can get, wait a minute, it's 2 10 mLs. One is 29 and one's 32. So if you want the one that's in like this one, this size, this one's 32. But the other travel size, which is like that straight one, that's 29. And there's the 100 and the 138. I got the 100 mLs because this is not going anywhere in my collection. I love it. You can tell I've taken it places with me, like there's damage. So this is an absolute yes. So I had to mention that. Okay, next let's talk about Black Opium Over Red by YSL. Oh my gosh, y'all. The thing about Black Opium Over Red is, you know, when I look at the Black Opium DNA, and I don't have the original Black Opium, but I do have a travel size of the Le Parfum, and I do have this. I had to get a decent sized bottle of this because it has a cherry note in it. But Black Opium perfumes, they have a coffee accord in them. I do not like coffee perfumes. I've decided, I've made it official, but when I smell this, I don't smell coffee. I just don't. I smell cherry and I smell vanilla, but the notes are cherry accord, coffee accord, and vanilla infusion. I want to sneak in the Le Parfum because that one has the coffee accord and a quartet of vanillas. Like there's 4 different types of vanillas in that one. So if you're a vanilla lover, I mean, at least try a travel size if you're looking for something like that. But I would wear that one in the winter. This one, I would say because of the cherry, you have a little more freshness. I mean, I definitely think this is one that you could do in the fall and winter as well, but the cherry provides a little more freshness. The cherry does fade some, and you do have that typical Black Opium DNA. So if you like Black Opium, I think you'll really like Over Red as well. I did purchase the 30 ml, which is $95, but they do have the travel size, and they do go up to 90 mLs, which is going to be $160. So had to mention Over Red because I really, really enjoyed this one. All right, what do we have next? Oh my God, my baby. Wait, here comes Marky. Hi, Marky. Can you shut?
I want 467.
No, can you shut the door for me?
7.
You're gonna ride the bus that they assigned you to.
Why?
I don't know. Oh, thank you. I'm almost done. See, we're starting to get to that time of night, bedtime. So let me get this going. So I was looking for my baby father figure, and they only have the travel size. This is by Fleur. This started my obsession with fig perfumes, but father figure is the most unique fig fragrance I've ever smelled. So the other ones don't really compare. No, they don't. Father figure, you know what father figure reminds me of? Well, what it layers really well with is the 7 Virtues Vanilla Woods. There's a note in here that smells like tobacco. There's no tobacco in here, but this is more of your fall winter scent. It's unisex. It is so good. So this one has lush fig, jasmine dew, and sandalwood. Scrap the jasmine because I don't smell that. I'm not a big floral girl. Definitely the sandalwood. Oh my gosh, it's like fig and sandalwood, but to me this isn't a green fig. Like I have some perfumes that have a green fig note. Okay, like the fig in this Claude Lee body oil, it's like earth, dirt, and soil, which, you know, I'm not always going for that most of the time. But this one, this is like a warm hug. This is like a warm sweater. Totally unisex, but I love this one so much. This one is long lasting. Now, some people say the Fleur scents do not last very long. I do have Strawberry Letter, but unfortunately that one is exclusive to the site. I have Tangerine Boy, I have Mood Ring, and I have the sample set. But Father Figure, and I know they just got the Missing Person body oil. You know what else I have by Fleur? The Mango Wood I was thinking about getting, but the Vanilla Skin body spray, that is another good one. But just for this video, Father Figure is the one. I love this one. It is a comforting smell. It to me would go in that category with Vanilla Woods, maybe with Tobacco Vanille. There's just no tobacco in here, so I think it's the sandalwood. But this started me on the fig kick. But I've noticed that None of the fig perfumes really compare to Father Figure for me. I believe the full sizes are, no, I think they're $99. Mood Ring smells like gummy bears. There's a little woods in there. I don't think everyone would like that. I think a lot of people would like the initial smell of gummy bear Mood Ring, but the dry down I think is what will put some people off. I think the dry down of Father Figure is like what it smells like when you spray it. And I don't mind when fragrances change, but sometimes I do, depending on how they change, you know? But this one doesn't, and I really enjoy. I will be your Father Figure. No, he's in. You wanna say hi? This is for Frizz and Fragrance.
Hi.
I don't know if you've been on a video here. All right, let me get going. Let me get going. All right, next we have to talk about a new one to my collection, but I'm going to go ahead and recommend it because I really do like this. And this is coming from someone who is not a fan too much of the Valentino Born in Roma. Isn't that all they have, right? Yeah, all they have is Born in Roma. So I haven't been a fan. I do like the Coral Fantasy. I think that's okay, but it's not anything that I was going to purchase. I took a chance on the Stravaganza, Green Stravaganza. I took a chance on this one and I got the 30 ml, but I did smell it in store, but I didn't get a chance to really like get the dry down and all that. I think this is going to be beautiful with Princess because it has a tea note. It's tea, jasmine, and vanilla. Now you do get some florals in this with the jasmine, but like some of these other perfumes that said they have florals in it, I can't smell it, but you do get a little bit of florals in here with the vanilla, but it's not super potent to me. Now this is not something that's going to be my signature scent. I'm not going to wear it every single day, but I really like this. And like I said, I've smelled all of the Born in Romas. I did not like Yellow Dream. That, I don't know what they were doing with that. The regular one is okay. I like Coral Fantasy, but I'm not going to always be in the mood for Coral Fantasy. But this one is ambery and floral, and it's got that tea note. And I'm learning to pick out the tea note because I smell the same note in Princess with the vanilla, so that makes these two a good match. I'm saying I really like it, especially because I'm not really into the Born in Roma scents, but the green perfume, the green juice really intrigued me, which is silly, but I ended up really liking it. So I wanted to put that on my recommendation, and that's a newer scent to my collection, so I will have an update about, you know, how I'm feeling about that, because it's really new. But if you were interested in it, I think if you like tea scents and with vanilla, a little bit of florals, I think you'll really like the Stravaganza. Oh, $92 for the 30 ml that I got, but $35 for the travel size. And it comes with this, I don't know if I really care for the packaging too much, like everything like the studded type look. I don't really care for that, but I did care for what was inside. So next, we have to talk about one of my favorite perfumes. This is one of my favorites. This is Burberry Goddess. I've gone through one travel size, almost two travel sizes, because I keep that one with me often. I started by getting a travel size, and then I ended up getting a set at the last sale. I think it was $100, and you got the 30 ml in another travel. So I'm almost done that travel, but just depending, you know, I bring this with me. It just depends. I love this. To me, if you are on the hunt for a vanilla that's unique, this is the most unique vanilla perfume that I've ever smelled, because to me, it doesn't, I don't know. If somebody asked me what this smells like, I would not say vanilla. I don't know what I would say. I don't even know if I would say gourmand. It really doesn't remind me of something that you can eat. It just doesn't. It's vanilla infusion, vanilla caviar, and vanilla absolute. For some reason, I thought that there was some lavender in this. I don't think I'm making that up. So I went on Fragrantica, and the top notes are vanilla, lavender, cacao, ginger. And then the middle notes, we have vanilla caviar, and in the base is vanilla absolute. But this is not like ice cream vanilla. It might be, I don't know, it might be the lavender that's with it, or maybe it's the vanilla caviar. I don't know what vanilla caviar smells like. I could just tell you, if somebody had to ask me like a top 5 perfume, Goddess would be in that top 5 for sure. Like any time where I'm like, I don't know what I want to wear, I can put on Goddess and be completely satisfied. And I do think that this is another one. And it's so funny because I was saying, I don't have many fragrances in my collection that I feel like are all year round fragrances. And when I sampled the House of Sillage Bugs Bunny, that's one where I was like, wow, I can't peg this to one season in particular. Like, I would wear it all year round. I would wear this one all year round. If you're looking for a vanilla that's not just your typical like ice cream smelling vanilla, or like Vanilla 28, like that's a great vanilla by Kayali. But to me, we smell lots of vanillas that smell like that. That's like a great base fragrance if you want to layer something with it. This one stands on its own. I'm not layering this one with anything. I'm just not. It is very different and very unique. I had one of my students smell it. Was it today? It was today because I wore it today. She was like, I really like that. I do have my students, like, they like to ask me like what I'm wearing. So this one is a absolute yes. Highly, highly, highly recommend this one too. I love this one. Okay, I'm not gonna keep saying it. And then we have, are we on number 10? We can't be. I'm about to be sad. Hold on. Okay, let me just recap with myself. I'm gonna father figure. Oh, yeah. All right, y'all. Well, we have come to the end. No, where is it? That's not the end. Okay, no, I was about to forget one because I moved it. And the sad part is I just found this baby. This is Ode to Dullness by Juliette Has A Gun. Now, this fragrance is, people are going to say, is boring. It is. It is boring. I feel like that's why it's called Ode to Dullness, because there's something to be said for something that's trusty. There's something to be said for something that's reliable, that what you smell is what you get. It's not going to change up on you. It's an Old Faithful. Now, this is not going to be for everyone, but here's what I'll say. Do you like the smell of clean laundry? Do you like the smell of fresh dryer sheets? Clothes that come fresh out the dryer? Do you want your clothes to smell like that, but maybe you've worn those jeans a couple of times and you need them to have that refreshed smell? That's what Ode to Dullness is. To me, this is the #1 perfect bedtime scent. It is very strong. I sprayed it on my pajamas that I was wearing. Like, I wore them more than one night in a row, and I wanted to wear something the next night, and it was like, forget about it, because it still smelled like fresh, clean laundry. Now, the notes in here are Badiane. I don't know what that is. Oh, that might be star anise. I think that's star anise, although I don't really know what that is. Cashmere flower and tonka bean. I don't get tonka bean, because when I think about tonka bean, I always think of like creamy stuff. No, this is, okay, a little bit of tonka bean, a little bit of creamy, but it's like sandalwood. It's cozy. This is a warm sweater. Put this in the same category. I was gonna say with father figure, but no. I wouldn't, because this one is, now people, this might be a sweater weather fragrance for some, but I'm telling you, I probably use so much, I probably sprayed this on my bed, because it's that type of fragrance. Like when you want laundry day, you know, fresh laundry. I'm not gonna keep saying it, but that's what it is. Let me look up Badiane real quick, because I think that's star anise. Yes, star anise. Okay, star anise is a tree. Huh. Okay. Ooh, okay. So you can cook with this, because it looks like you can use it for your skin too. And I was thinking, did I hear about star anise from my essential oils? I might have, but I'm not sure. Okay, a powdery, floral, spicy fragrance with nuances of licorice. No, I don't get licorice, but I would say powdery, floral, spicy. So if you want something that's going to make you feel comfort, that's going to make you feel clean, that's going to make you feel cozy, that's this one. And I'm glad I got the travel size. I am not going through it super quickly, because I do think it's strong. I think it's strong, and I think it's long lasting, but I kind of wanted the full size bottle because it's so pretty and it's got like that ombre effect. But I'm just gonna work with that right now with what I have, but eventually I will replace it. And when I do, I will get probably the small size bottle. Now, I do have 2 other fragrances by Juliette Has A Gun. I have Lipstick Fever, which I don't know if that's on the Sephora site, and I have Sunny Side Up. Sunny Side Up, I don't think it's gonna be for everybody. It's very musky, and I love it sometimes, and sometimes I don't. It just depends on how I feel. It's like a creamy sandalwood. I did also order Juliette, which is a new one that has a cherry note in it, but I don't have it yet, so I cannot recommend it, and I wouldn't even do that, because that would just be like a first impression, and my nose changes really quickly, and it's sad. Yeah, it changes all the time. But I had to mention this one, especially if you're looking for a nice bedtime fragrance. Okay, now I was only supposed to talk about 10, but I could not do this video without talking about Woodphoria by Boy Smells. Oh my gosh. I got a travel size of this from like a website, or yeah, a site that does samples, and they sent me like a 5 ml of this, and I fell in love. Now the top is a little ridiculous, you know, because you know what I'm saying? But so yeah, so Woodphoria, it's $98 for 65 mLs, or you could get a travel for $30. This one is sweet and woody. It's definitely unisex. Let's look at the notes. What? Okay, I've never looked at these notes. Wait a minute. Coconut water, fig leaves, and sandalwood. Well, okay, now this has the same fig that's in Father Figure, but it's not as creamy. There's sandalwood, and I'm guessing what I can't explain is the coconut water, but I'm starting to realize that too much of a coconut in a scent, I don't like too much. So this isn't going to be coconutty like suntan lotion coconut smell or anything like that. Oh my gosh, I really love it. There's some cedar in here as well. It's a soft like wood scent, and it's genderless. I really, really like this one. They say that it's well balanced, and I would agree. I really like this a lot. I wish I could really describe this. It says that there's a little jasmine in here, but it does not smell floral. It's earthy, it's woody, it's warm. I would say probably more so fall, but spring. I think this would be a good one for spring. I wouldn't, not summer though. You know what? You can smell the coconut in there, but I would have never picked coconut if I didn't read it, but you can smell it, but it's not strong. I would not be afraid of this. Like if you don't like coconut, I would not be afraid of the coconut water. No, it's not like thick or anything like that. It's truly a unisex fragrance, and if you like warm woody scents, this one is also very comforting too. And it does have that fig note. I think this probably would go great with Father Figure if you wanted to make it even more like cozy. Yeah, this is like a warm sweater too. But like it could be a warm sweater fall or warm sweater spring. You know, because like spring is still chilly when it starts. I love this. The packaging might be a little bit too much for some. Like you are not bringing this. I mean, you could probably hurt somebody with this one. Yeah, you could. You could just take this off. You know what I'm saying? So you might want to just get a travel size. This is the only, well, I've tried Vanilla Era from Boy Smells, and I don't like it. That type of vanilla is not for me, and it almost reminds me of the vanilla that's in the Sniff Vanilla Vice. I'm so surprised that I don't like either one of those, but you know, it's amazing how a note can smell so many different ways, and I think that's one of the most fascinating things about perfume or fragrance that I'm learning. So that's 10 cents, really 11, and I don't want to go too overboard. I'm sure I can think of other fragrances from Sephora that I enjoy. I also try a lot of like niche perfume houses. I do try some dupe fragrance houses, and I'm just kind of learning all of this. I just wanted to give you 10 or 11. I just wanted to give you those because when I sat down to think about it, those 11 were the ones that came to me, and I don't really want to focus on anything else. So if you're looking for any fragrances, I hope that this helped. And I would say if you wear fragrances by season, maybe just focus on some of the ones I mentioned that are like all year round fragrances, or like the spring and summer. And then when this rolls around in the fall, you know, maybe you'll consider one of the other ones. We do know that I always recommend checking out the actual fragrance houses first, like on their site, because you never know if they would have a sale or not. I know Kilian doesn't, but I know Kayali does. I'm not sure about any of the others. That's gonna be it. I know some of you, I'm new here, but I know some of you did ask like what was my take on the Sephora fragrances, or did I have any recommendations. So these are it, and I'm going to keep it to that. So let me know what you think about these. Let me know what are some of your favorites. I really want to get to know you all in this community the way I know everyone in my Frizz fam, in my beauty community, my little fragrance Frizz fam. I want to know like what you all like, what you're into. Are you shopping the sale? What houses do you really like? I wore Burberry Goddess today, so let me know what you had on today. I'm gonna go ahead and get to it. I just want to thank you all for stopping by and hanging out with me for another fragrance video today. I hope this was therapy for you. It always is for me. And until I see you again, make sure you're being gentle with yourself. Talk to yourself nice, stay safe, and I will see y'all really soon. Bye.